super cool. I typically have an excuse, but this judge was not happy.
Excited, guys. It's my first time on jury duty.
Oh, that's nice. I typically have an excuse, but this judge was not happy, so look what I am.
Well, this is my fourth trial. I've even served jury foreman on 2 cases.
Ooh.
Can we just skip the formalities and salutations? It's tax season, I have 11 returns to file and football game to watch.
Softball.
Right.
Kidding, right?
No, I'm not kidding, Generation Q. Some of us have better things to do than jury duty.
Yeah, I mean, I know I do. I mean, at home I got 7 loads of laundry, sink full of dishes, 6 lunches, and 5 foster kids that require my attention.
Wow.
Well, I take my jury service serious. I'm not one to rush to a decision.
Tell us how you feel about the case.
I feel like everyone needs to look at this case as more than just a homeless man and a shop owner. I realize that circumstances are tense, but we need to look at every fact there is and not just focus on what people believe.
Well, the first order of business is to choose a foreman.
I agree. Just as long as it's not me. I got a problem choosing between fresh and frozen produce. So
Yeah,
funny.
Why don't you be foreman? I mean, you have the most experience.
Yeah, might as well be you since you presented your resume.
My resume. I was just breaking the ice.
Right.
Oh, well, that ice needs to be crushed, blended with some alcohol and a splash of juice.
And your opinion on the case, sir?
Clearly, the man's guilty. He's homeless, plain and simple. You think there's eyes looking around, see what every homeless man or person is doing? No, they're always up to no good.
Right? Make my shaken, never stirred.
There
That's
you
the way to
go.
go.
Now, I knew it wasn't perfect, but I always thought our legal system was one of the best. I guess some people don't take it seriously anymore.
Surprise.
Did we uncover the wizard behind the curtain? Sorry to ruin it for you.
No, not all juries are like this. When you gather various opinionated people together, there can be personality clashes from time to time. I do agree. Juror 3 should be foreman.
Fine, be foreman, hell, be president for all I care. Could we just get the voting done already?
The judge said we were supposed to be judges of the evidence. So, shouldn't we discuss it?
What is there to discuss? A blind man can see his ass is guilty.
Are you serious? Were you in the same trial I was in? To me, there's plenty that needs to be discussed.
True. If you like, we can take a preliminary vote just to get an idea as a group where we stand.
And your opinion on the case?
I feel like it's a very important case, and that's why we need to make sure that we take things step by step and start listening to each other. Everyone's opinion's important.
He killed that old man because he was urinating in front of his business and was an eyesore, okay? He snapped.
I know I would have. I mean, that's how those people are. They
Those
have-
people?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those homeless people, they have zero respect for other people's property. They bring down the property value. I mean, hell, they're like lepers.
Dude,
Exactly.
that's really harsh.
That's life.
Look, PlayStation, this isn't Disneyland.
You making fun of my age?
Hey, everybody calm this down!
Sit down.
Juror 4, stop with this taunting commentary. Everyone's opinion is important, and as long as the person is old enough to serve, then their opinion is valid.
Opinions are valid, but in here, our personal opinions don't matter. We only consider the facts here.
And your opinion on the case?
With liberty and justice for all. It's not just for pomp and circumstance. We need to consider it in here too, in real time.
Oh, facts?
Facts.
You want some facts?
What's
Well, I'll
up?
give you some facts. The accused is a shop owner from Korea.
The
He came-
Philippines, sir.
Whatever. He came to this country with zero funds, just to clothes on his back. I mean, he worked like a rented mule, making his money.
didn't
And he
know that.
used that money to start a business. And now there's a homeless man ruining the business.
He fed the guy. He gave him a warm blanket.
Yeah, dude, that's
Come
true.
on.
Are you two bleeding hearts really not seeing the obvious?
You talking to me too? I'm not your number one. You can't talk to me like that. When you do, use some respect.
I agree. Everyone's opinion must be heard out and respected. Should we vote?
Yes.
We need
come
to
on.
do something, because
Pass it down.
I don't know. Somebody mama. Come on.
Okay, seems we're split.
We knew that going in.
So, what do we do now?
Twiddle our thumbs.
Yeah, watch paint dry.
Actually, this is where we're supposed to discuss where we stand.
In some delusional place where reality doesn't exist.
Your opinion on the case?
This shouldn't even be a case. It's that easy that he's guilty. It's a waste of everyone's time. He's a homeless man. Obviously, he's guilty.
Correct, Juror 6. Let's open the floor for discussion. Let's make a pledge now that we will listen and respect each other's thoughts and opinions.
No matter how stupid they are.
This guy's angry and grouchy comes natural to you.
Hurt, miserable people tend to speak from a place of hurt and misery.
Sigmund Freud, leave the psychobabble to the professionals.
Guys, if we keep arguing about the stupid stuff, we'll never get to the basics of the case.
Exactly. Let's try and focus on the case.
Can I start?
Playpen, you don't have to raise your hand.
Finally, your opinion on the case?
Being on the jury isn't exactly what I expected, but I just feel like there's different angles that people should look at. It's not as clear cut as some of them think it is.
Actually, I think that's a great idea. That way we won't talk over one another.
That's a bit elementary, don't you think?
Well, when some of us act like we're in elementary playing at recess, then we get treated as such.
Teacher, those mean people are talking about me.
You see?
Look, enough of this arguing. If you can't take the job at hand serious, just say so. I'll inform the judge and maybe he can get an alternate juror in here that will be a little more cooperative.
Right. And Judge Feldman, he does not play. He will hold you in contempt of court and fine you a few thousand.
So, Juror 1, you wanted to go first.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
The part that didn't make sense to me was
Please continue.
one of the witnesses for the prosecution said that the homeless man was arguing with someone.
Yes, Juror 6.
Can we refer to him as Gabe? I mean, homeless man is so degrading.
Let's not offend the homeless.
Homeless or not, he's still a person.
Yeah, my bad. So I wrote down that he was arguing with someone earlier that day.
I remember hearing that too. I wonder why the defense didn't follow up on that.
Because it was irrelevant then and is not relevant now.
I agree with Juror 1. I wondered that also.
See?
If Gabe was heard arguing with someone earlier that day, there's a possibility someone else had a motive to kill him.
Maybe it was the butler in the library using a candlestick.
Well, hold on. Don't you think if the mysterious person who's involved in this alleged argument was important, then he would have pursued it further?
Maybe he overlooked it,
See?
like some people in this room did.
Now we have incompetent representation of defense counsel. If we're supposed to go over the evidence, let's do that. Not manufacture some hypothetical theory out of thin air like pulling a rabbit out of a magician's hat. Facts and nothing but the facts.